Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Daze and welcome to today's unseen video. This is where we round up all the big talking points from social media, and there is no bigger talking point than the very sad news that Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. Triple H has actually had a few words, and you can see this is not a copy and paste kind of a message. This is clearly something he's put a lot of thought into, because Ozzy meant a lot to him. So Rock and Roll Heaven just received the Prince of Darkness. And I know, Lem, he would ask you what took you so effing long to get up there. Ozzy was one of a kind. A relentless passion for music was something that I always looked up to. From the moment I heard the first riff of Paranoid, I was hooked on that sound that I had never heard before. My dream turned into reality as Ozzy would be involved with WWE and eventually inducted into the Hall of Fame, and that's true. I mean, Ozzy was at WrestleMania 2. He was at loads of like Raws and different shows throughout the years. He had a very good relationship with WWE and ended up going into the Hall of Fame in, I believe it was like 2021. So he sends his condolences to Sharon, the kids, the grandkids. Give Lem a hug from me. I'll see you on the other side. Give 'em hell, Ozzy. So there we go. That from Triple H. But there's been quite a few superstars that have posted messages as well. And I mean, you've only got to look on social media today. I feel like the whole world has reacted to this news. So, Wrestle Night, thank you. WWE said WWE is saddened to learn that music icon and WWE Hall of Famer Ozzy Osbourne has passed away. WWE extends its condolences to the Osbourne family, friends, and fans. And actually, NXT tonight did a lovely little video package, just kind of rounding up a lot of Ozzy's WWE moments. But yeah, this is one that's really affected a lot of people today. This is one that people are really, really hurting about. So big news, unfortunately, and very, very sad news. Right, shall we move on to something a bit lighter? Here is Roman Reigns, and he has actually got a proposal. This was actually shown on NXT, but I don't think they showed the full video. So let's have a look and see what Roman has got to say.
So I'm sitting on the jet last night, and I'm just running that back in my head. Keep hearing those squeaky little words that came out of Braun Breaker's mouth, running his mouth, talking about a whole bunch of stuff that he just don't understand, you know? And I told myself, man, we can keep doing this. We can just keep going out. We can brawl every single week. But these boys think they're the future. And the only way to really become the future and become who you think you are is by capturing the moment. And you can't do that only on Mondays now. You got to do it at the big PLEs. You got to do it at the SummerSlams, at the Royal Rumbles, at the Manias. That's how I've made my career. That's how I've made my living. And it sees that none of us are in title matches. We don't really have much going on. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the offer. If main event Jey Uso, the Yeet Man himself, would trust me one last time. I loved it last night. I love standing shoulder to shoulder, taking on anybody. I love doing that with my family. If he'll trust me and accept this challenge with me, I say we take on the Brawns, Braun Breaker, and Bronson Reed at SummerSlam. With the dumbass in their corner, they can have him. We don't need him no more. You ain't got much time. I'm going to need some answers.
So there we go. I mean, it's what we expected. The tag match, it's going to be accepted against the Bronze. And yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say, is that I wish it was Roman against Braun Breaker, but maybe the feeling is that's just a little bit too soon. And actually, this just gets a lot of star power into this big match. I'd imagine it'll probably end night 1 with Cody and Cena closing night 2. I would imagine. I mean, it could be that the women, Naomi and Io and Rhea, might end night one. That might be quite nice, actually, considering the women always struggle to, like, close the shows out at WrestleMania. So maybe we go that way. But, yeah, big match. It'll still be a big match. Obviously, a lot of star power in there. Roman and Jey. I mean, Jey has had an amazing 12 months. Obviously winning a world championship as well. So that's going to be a big team. I know they've kind of teamed in the past, but, you know, Jey's a much bigger star now. So there we go. Big announcement there, or big proposal, I should say, from Roman Reigns. Right, this coming from Fightful, very surprising. Leyla Hirsch, who I didn't even realize had left AEW, WWE have reached out to her and have basically said, would you like to try out to be a referee? No word as to whether she's accepted that offer or where we are with it, but seems like WWE have given her that opportunity, so we'll have to see if anything comes of that. Right, next. Yeah, this was wild. So Drew did the Impulsive podcast, and Drew's excellent when it comes to social media. He's really good at being able to create buzz. He knows what people are looking for, the kind of comments that are going to resonate, and he just dropped a load of them in this interview. He was talking about how a load of wrestlers look like they should be working at McDonald's, like then they don't have the size to be WWE superstars. I mean, that's obviously going to spark conversation. People are going to have opinions about that. And so he was talking about that. He was also talking about how, in his opinion, Travis Scott ruined WrestleMania, like coming down and getting involved in the main event. That prompted Logan to say how much he hates outsiders getting involved and blah, 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 blah. So there was quite a few comments, spicy comments. To be honest with you, there might be some truth in what he's saying in regards to he might believe those things, but I kind of think they're more designed to just get people talking and just get some attention, right? But this was really interesting. Here, he actually talks about the fan theory or the rumor that Seth is faking his injury, and I am shocked that he has done that, because I don't think WWE would want him to kind of raise awareness to this, because if Seth is faking his injury, WWE are not going to want that to be spoken about, because they might still want to do that, you know, as a plan. So it's kind of crazy that he's here just talking about it. So here's Drew talking about the rumor and the theory that Seth is faking his injury, right? He said, I want him to be okay. He's a professional rival, not personal rival. But I just don't see the benefit of it being a storyline. If it's the Money in the Bank briefcase, it's going to be a surprise anyway. I threw a match and I did this. I just don't see it. Maybe there is more of it to come, like a story, and I'm just not seeing the bigger picture. I just hope it's okay. It would be a hell of a surprise. I just can't see it. But at the same time, I don't have to be able to see if there is a bigger plan. Our fans are always trying to figure things out. There might not be a finish. We might still be workshopping to get there. So everyone, relax. Let's see how the story plays out, because half the time we're figuring out how it plays out. So I think there's a lot there. First of all, I'm shocked he's talking about this theory that Seth is faking his injury. He's saying that he doesn't see the point of it because a Money in the Bank cash-in is a surprise anyway. So what's the point in doing this? I mean, obviously, the reason for doing this is because it would be an even bigger surprise. Whenever there's a title match, you always go in thinking, is someone going to cash in, right? If the briefcase is still around. If we think that the person with the briefcase is injured, well, then we're not having those conversations, are we? So it becomes an even bigger surprise. So there is a reason for it. It does become more surprising, and I'm sure he knows that, right? So that's kind of an interesting comment. And then this bit here about how sometimes the stories don't have an ending and they're still trying to figure out the ending whilst they're in the story, right? So again, I thought that was interesting. So quite a few comments coming out of Drew on this Impulsive podcast that I really thought was quite insightful. You never know if he's telling you the truth. That's the only thing, though. Some of this he could just be saying to get attention, to create buzz, so that he gets included in videos like this. So take it with a little pinch of salt. As well as that, here he talks about what it's like working for Vince compared to working with Triple H. And basically he says that Vince saw a warrior character in Drew, and that's all he wanted. Everything was about presenting Drew as a warrior. And he said when it comes to Triple H, Hunter wanted to try something different. I'm justified in all my actions. We're going to try and let the personality that he knew I had shine. And the second we had that conversation, when he took over, it's just been exactly that. So he's basically saying that for Vince, the way it would work is you are a warrior and everything is about you being a warrior, and that is it. You are in this box and you are a warrior, right? You are my warrior. When it comes to Triple H, there's a lot more freedom. There's a lot more room to breathe. You can try a few things. It's not as, restrictive. So I thought that was really interesting as well. So seems like actually quite a bit coming out of that interview. So if you've not seen it, go and check it out. It's obviously up and available to watch now. Right, wrestling fans since day one, thank you. So this was NXT, and it was a weird NXT. I mean, there was so much stuff that went down. I mean, there was a lot of talking points, so it was good in that regard, but some of the segments were just really weird. So here's Zarya saying, "That rat stabbed me in the eye." Now, we didn't even see some of this stuff, right? This actually came at the end of a match. So wrestling fans since day one, thank you. So actually, if I find the footage, because it is in here. So this bit here is what we did not see. So if you didn't see NXT, basically in our first match, lights went out. When they came back on, we actually had Tatum just pinning Zarya. 1, 2, 3, match was over, right? And so we didn't actually get to see this bit. This is fan footage. So here you can see the lights are out at this point. So here's Tatum, bang, right? Then going for the pin. Lights come on now. Referee 1, 2, 3. So that little bit before we didn't see. And I also think just before this move, I think she actually pokes Zarya in the face with the doll or something. Because Zarya was complaining about her eye. So here's Tatum anyway. She said, "I got that bully for my friends." So there we go. A little bit of footage that we didn't get a chance to see during NXT. There's Tatum. What just happened? Tatum said, "I did a major tee-hee in the dark." Zarya responded, "I'm going to bite the heads off all your dolls." So it seems like Tatum and Zarya are not done with each other, right? As well as that, we had The Undertaker. So check this out right here. There's The Undertaker. I said it looked like he was going to do some slam poetry, right? I'm getting beatnik vibes from The Undertaker. And it looks a little bit like he's running some sort of crystals shop. Maybe he sells some hemp and things like this. But there we go. That is Undertaker right there. Here he is with Trick Williams. And he picks up the TNA champ. Bang! Big choke slam. And Johnny said Trick was like a fish out of water. And it is true. A lot of people are talking about the cell, right? They're talking about the cell. They're talking about so he got chokeslammed, this bit here. Look at Trick. He's down, leg up in the air. He kind of goes over. And then there's a little bit of the old legs going. So that cell from Trick was delightful, to be honest. So Undertaker chokeslammed the TNA World Champion. So Undertaker came out, had a few words, felt disrespected, hit the chokeslam. Right, here's Jordynne Grace. She was banned from the building, right? And actually what she's done is she's shown us how she managed to get inside. So there she is in the loading bay area, going over to this trunk. She gets inside, covers herself over, and then, I mean, she's quite fortunate in a way, because what if that had ended up going on the truck? How did she know that that was going to go in the building? Imagine if they just put that on the truck, locked up the truck, and then off it went. That would have been really funny. So here we go. You can see this is how she ended up getting inside the building. And then, of course, she would attack Blake Monroe. And what was really interesting was Blake Monroe actually commented later that it wasn't a surprise because she had actually seen this footage. So she wasn't surprised when she saw Jordynne Grace coming after her, because she had actually seen this footage that Jordan had posted. So there we go. That's how she managed to get inside the building. Of course, the night started with Booker T coming out, and he was talking about the matches. And rather than saying Blake Monroe, right, he said Monica Monroe. Monica Monroe, I believe, wrestles for Reality Wrestling. That is Booker T's promotion. And here, look, Monica Monroe said, "Hi, I'm Monica Monroe, living rent-free in Booker T's head. Sending love to my Monroe sister, Blake. Hashtag WWE NXT." Isn't that great? She posted that just a couple of hours ago. So I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Living rent-free in Booker T's head. So, yeah, there we go. This was brilliant as well. So Ethan Page was, I don't know why, but really going off about Canada and how it's better than America. I mean, he's been the North American champ for a little while, so I don't know why we chose to do it now. It doesn't really make any difference. But there we go. Look, a new kind of belt strap, kind of in the Canadian flag design. The actual plates have all stayed the same, but it looks like this is the version of the belt that Ethan is going to carry. And actually, you know, that's probably going to be great for Mattel, because now they can make an Ethan figure with that as the belt, like an updated belt design. So there we go. We've got a new North American Championship. It's actually got the Canadian flag on the belt strap. Right, Undertaker, right at the very end of the show, went up to Javon and he said, "Continue going after the biggest dog in the yard." So, yeah, everyone getting really excited, because it does feel like Obafemi versus Javon Evans 1-on-1 is coming up very, very soon. Undertaker, right at the end of NXT, giving that advice to Javon. We also found out that next week, still not updated the graphic, of course, right? They need to get on that with the new belt design. But yeah, we're going to be getting a match. Santino Marella is going to be taking on Ethan Page. NXT North American Championship match next week. That is so good. We had Undertaker on the show this week. Next week, we get a Santino Marella match. I couldn't believe it when he said about, like, "I'll see you next week." Because I was like, what, does that mean he's having a match? And then, yeah, this graphic, and it's happening, and this is crazy. This is a real graphic, says Wrestle Talk. It's crazy, isn't it? It is like something from a video game. It's like we're taking wrestlers from different generations and doing like a dream match or something. It's kind of really crazy. Yeah, this was crazy as well. God, everything is so crazy at the moment when it comes to NXT. I mean, there's Trick Williams with the TNA Championship. There's JC Jane with the TNA Knockouts and the NXT Women's. And there's Oba with the NXT Championship. 3 wrestlers, 4 belts. Yeah, it's the new 2 girls, 1 cup. So JC Jane is giving ideas to Trick and No. I don't know what that means. I don't think that connects to 2 girls, 1 cup. But there we go. Well, yeah, I don't know. Is she? What does that even mean? She's giving ideas to Trick and Oba. What ideas have they got right now? I don't know what happened after this scene, right? That's for them. That's for them. Yeah, this was crazy. Ricky fell through the stage. So a little bit of a botch here with the camera work, 'cause we never got to see this, but I did find a little bit of footage. So here we go. This is what went down, right? So there's Jasper Troy. So he's just standing there. Ricky rolls and then bang, just goes. Like that just breaks. Now, I think it was meant to, but we never saw it actually go on TV. Like Ricky rolls and then it just goes. I don't know. I'm kind of still in the dark as to whether that was meant to happen or not. For the rest of the show, they actually put hazard tape around it. They didn't try and repair it or anything. They put hazard tape around it. So I think it was set up to kind of collapse. I think it was meant to collapse. But it's so crazy that we never got to actually see it on the show. Actually go, you know? So at least we got this footage. We can see exactly what went down. There's Ricky rolling and bang, he just goes. So there we go. That was NXT. And honestly, it was all a little bit strange. But in a pretty fun way, to be honest. Right, Chanel, thank you. Did you know that the only time Asuka calls IYO SKY IYO-chan is when she's being hostile towards IYO? So there's a few clips here of her saying IYO-chan when she's a heel, right? But she did say it the other day as well. Literally just the other day, I think Monday, she said it. The only thing I don't know is if this is true. There might have been times where she said IYO-chan and she's been a face and she's been nice. So I don't know if this theory is correct. But I thought it was interesting enough to include, you know, because then, of course, we will look back and go, oh, the clue was there all along that Asuka was about to turn heel, you know. And actually, a lot of us thought Asuka was going to turn at Evolution anyway. So I could still believe that she's going to turn on Kairi. So could there be something to this? She only says IYO-chan when she's being hostile, and she said it the other day.
IYO-chan! 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 IYO-chan!
So there we go. That was the other day. That was on Raw. She actually said IYO-chan. Actually, look at IYO's reaction. She kind of just looks up, looks over at Asuka. So no, might be something to it, might not. Thought it worth including. Right, BK Wrestling, in case people are wondering, this is straight from the Fandango website. You can watch SummerSlam both nights in their cinemas, right, the Regal cinemas, and you get an exclusive t-shirt. It's $65. Otherwise, it's like $30 each night, depending on the location. So, BK Wrestling, thank you. That's interesting, isn't it? So, if you wondered how much it was going to cost to actually go and watch SummerSlam in one of those, like, theaters, Regal theaters, $65, which is quite expensive, but that gets you in both days. Obviously, it's quite a long event as well. I mean, I don't know when you can go in. I mean, you're not going to go in the second it starts, are you? And SummerSlam, I'd imagine, is going to be 3 hours plus. So, you know, you're probably going to be allowed to go in for the countdown show. That's normally 2 hours. So you might be getting like a good 5-6 hours on both days. And you're getting an exclusive shirt. $65. Don't know. Go in with your mates. You could have a great time, honestly. Right, Ric Flair said thank you to these people. Now cancer-free. So that's fantastic news. So, Steve, thank you. James, thank you. Yeah, so here he was going off. That 6-minute run-in at WrestleMania screwed up our damn main event. Travis Scott is a piece of shiz, says Drew McIntyre. So, yeah, he went off on Travis for ruining that. So, James, Wild Child Billy, thank you. Here we go. Look, here's something I think people will find interesting. Word of Wrestling, just tagging me in this. Barb Wire 281. We've got footage of Zilla Fatu acknowledging Roman Reigns. So, there we go. Zilla acknowledging Roman Reigns. No great surprise there. I mean, this doesn't mean anything. We know that he was at Slammiversary the other day, and we know that he wants to get to WWE. That's like a dream of his. So, you know, they were in Houston. There he was, supporting the family as part of the family. So there he was, acknowledging Roman. And I've no doubt he'll make it to WWE eventually. But, yeah, you know, I think the road we're taking is the right one. The long road. Making sure that when he arrives, he's totally ready for it. Edward, shout out to you. So Natalia is going to be competing in AAA on Friday, 25th of June. So that was announced earlier today. Right, there's Dominic with Eddie Guerrero's daughter. So how cool is that? Dominic, the son, obviously, of Rey, with the daughter of Eddie Guerrero. So, Word Wrestling, thank you. And yes, less than 24 hours until the start of San Diego Comic-Con. So Mattel, WWE action figure news, Jazzwares, AEW news. Like, if you're into your toys and collectibles, this is Christmas, mate, because all the major companies are going to be showing off stuff at San Diego Comic-Con. It's going to be very, very exciting. Can't wait to see what Mattel have got lined up for the WWE line. And actually, here's something quite quirky. So WWE SummerSlam Ghost Right, limited edition, right? Only available if you've got a priority pass. So unlock the most exclusive SummerSlam experience yet, featuring the exclusive drop of the limited edition SummerSlam Ghost Right figure. Ghost Right is the next great collectible toy brand, and this ghost is only available with WWE Priority Pass. I mean, to be honest, that'll probably be worth something in the future. If the only way you can get it is by having the Priority Pass, then, you know, I've got to think that's probably going to carry a bit of value. But, yeah, there we go. Never heard of Ghost Right, but maybe you have. Right, let's go fun. I don't think there's loads in here. This was good, though.
Yes, you can look, but you can't touch.
I can't touch it? Oh, I think Oba would let me touch
I'm
his.
messing on him.
I know. Oh, thank you. I'll make sure I use my jewelry polisher on it for sure. All right, you guys.
I successfully defended my championship last Saturday. So I'm actually coming to Houston to celebrate.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going to have a bit of a party with everyone in Houston.
And you're very well polished. I mean, you fit in.
Thank
you should
you.
go to the River Oaks district while you're here.
I'm okay.
I'll guide you.
I'm okay. I
You're
think I'm
okay?
going to come and go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where is your celebration besides 713? Are you?
No, it's 713, and then I'm probably going back to Canada, if I'm being honest.
Oh, oi.
Yes, you can look, but you can't touch.
There we go. So I think she was quite interested. She seemed to be... so where are you going to be later? That's actually Nails and NY. Believe it or not, Nails and NY there. That's amazing. So there we go. Right, Sabrina Carpenter and Tiffany Stratton were on the carbon copy. So this is one of those, I think they probably had this planned. Right, so there's Sabrina Carpenter. They're looking in the crowd for someone that looks like her. They went with Tiffany Stratton. Me? Yeah, I get a feeling this was probably planned, but it's not a bad one, to be fair, you know. So, there she is, all acting surprised. What, me? There we go. This is how I would react, said I'm the colour red. So, yeah, this is great. Here's Roman. Jumps out the ring. Look at this kid, man. In fact, can we go bigger? Oh, we can. Look at this, kids. That. Oh, my God, it's happening. Flipping, it's great, isn't it? Even WWE were like, wait for his reaction, right? Goes over, Roman. So good. So good. Roman doesn't even seem that bothered. Look at him, Roman, so nonchalant. Heel turn. Heel turn. Look. In all fairness, he probably gets that reaction flipping everywhere he goes, so to him it doesn't mean anything, does it? Oh, this is so good. Right, here's some footage. Look at this. Edward, thank you. I'm normally not bothered about new characters coming into 2K25, but I looked at this. First of all, I was like, I don't remember seeing this mask before. I was like, that's cool. Have we ever done that? And then he just takes it off. And then I was looking like, look at the walk and everything. I was like, dude, this looks real. I was looking at this then. I was like, this might be the best actual... The movement, the look. I could actually start to believe that's a clip from the show. Not now. Now it looks super fake. But actually, this bit here... Well, this bit kind of... This bit, I was like, dude... I could start to believe that's actually real life. We're actually now genuinely starting to get to the point where I could believe this is real life. I could actually buy... Not that. But I could buy that that's real life. That's crazy. That's really impressive. Carl, shout out to you. Here's Kofi. So Kofi said, Adam Pearce has damned us all. We should have never been in a number one contenders match before getting our rematch. Now the fate of the tag titles lies in the hands of the LWO. The division has been murdered, and Lady Ref Jess should be charged as an accomplice. Right? So here we have got, this is what you see. That's what the New Day see. Right? This is what we see. That's what the New Day see. This is what we see. That's what the New Day see. Yeah? It's absolutely right in front of your eyes. This guy is a menace. Yeah? This guy is an absolute menace. So there we go. Kofi, not pleased at all about the fact that they have been denied their rematch. Right, so you might remember that yesterday we actually had Nia snatching a ball off Tiffany and, like, you know, pushing her around. Well, here they are doing a TikTok together, so that's nice. So here we go. So this is a little TikTok. I don't quite get it, to be honest, but, you know, I kind of like that bit there. I think, is it meant to be like serious and then fun, serious and then fun? So this is serious, fun, right? Then we go serious, then we go fun, then we go serious, then we go fun. Is it something like that? I don't know. Then we shake our booty. Yeah, I don't really get the TikTok, but I like that bit, and I like this bit, and I like the fact they look moody when they're doing it. Look. I don't know. I feel like that could be a meme. This bit where they lean in. That this bit. I feel like this could be a meme. Are you coming out tonight, bro? Right. Oh yeah, this is good. Roman Reigns bumps into Stu, the cameraman, backstage.
Redwin. What are you talking about? You're not gonna give me no love?
Come here, you bitch dog. Fucking back it up.
Redwin. What are you talking about? You're not gonna give me no love?
Come here, you bitch dog. Fucking back it up.
It's nice, isn't it, that? That's nice. So there we go. So, you're back now, are you? Yeah? Where you been? So that's Stu, the cameraman. So, Carl, thank you. And Carl, again, finding this, apparently, in the Premier League fantasy game, you can actually choose Obafemi. There is a footballer that plays in the Premier League, I think plays for Burnley, who's called Obafemi. That's his surname. That is one name, and it's his surname. Obafemi is his surname. It made me think, I wonder if I could create a team just using WWE names. Like, I'd have Obafemi, but is there a Balor? Is there a Reigns? Is there a Lynch? Is there a Rollins? Is there... Do you know what I mean? Like, could you actually get a team, a squad, substitutes, goalkeepers, everyone, just using WWE names? That would definitely make it. That would definitely make it. So there we go. Right, I think that might be everything, you know, apart from Community. So Raymond, congrats. Getting a like from Chelsea. And Slagent P. Lynette, shout out to you. Dexter has arrived. He will be with my Bray for now until we get the other Wyatt 6. So the Dexter is out there now. You can get Dexter. And there we go. I mean, I don't think there's much room left on your shelf, to be honest, though. But yeah, there we go. It's available now. And CM Paul, shout out to you. Got a like and a repost. I mean, that's very good. From Scott Stanford, no longer with WWE. We actually mentioned that the other day. Scott Stanford has now left WWE after working with them for 15 years, which is a real shame. But he was talking about wrestling, and CM Paul tagged me in a bit of post, a bit of news, and managed to get a like and a repost. So very good. Very good. Right, let's do thanks. Let's get out of here. So Robin, Huddle Talk, Wild Child Billy, Nails and NY, Raymond, Sweet Chin Wrestling, Chris, Claire Webb, Cow EL1701, and it's Kaz81. Shout out to you guys. Really appreciate the support. And I'll be back later with an Evolve watch along and another episode of Unseen. Bye for now.